Welcome to First Down Punts, a show about the on-field and off-the-field news in the world of pro football, as well as how it relates to fantasy football all season long. Thanks for joining in, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now, here is your host, Orcus.
And welcome in to another episode of First Down Punts. I'm your host, Orcus, and today we're going to be going over the top 12 defensive ends for the 2025 NFL Draft. I broke it down to 12 guys because there's 25 guys that you could talk about being drafted in this draft, but defensive end is super deep. A lot of these guys would be the top five players at their position in other drafts. And this year's just super deep in my mind, and a lot of people's, honestly. But we're going to go ahead and kick it off with number 12, Oluwafemi Oladejo out of UCLA. He's 6'3", 250, ran a 4.70 flat 40. Last year, he had 57 tackles, 13.5 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks, and 2 pass breakups. This guy's got long-ass arms, quick feet, and good speed. He knows how to convert speed to power, but he already has great strength from the jump. He's an awesome run defender. He's got a punch and a stiff arm to maintain his position. That's outstanding is the way I would put it. His initial bam to hit that old lineman, and with those long-ass arms, man, it's good, quick contact. This is a player with relentless effort. The only thing I would knock on him is that he needs to develop more pass rush moves. Instead of just the up and under, we need to get a bull rush. We need to see some other stuff. You know, ripping through is nice, but can you do a spin move? Can you do a counter step? These are the things that he needs to develop. But this guy is fully capable of doing all of them. He just needs to work on these things, work on techniques. But super athlete and would be higher. Like I said, a lot of these guys they would be higher if they were in any other draft. So, number 11, Jared Ivey out of Ole Miss. He's 6'6", 274. They got him clocked at 5.0940. I don't know if that's right or not. I know he looks a little slower on tape, but last year he had 42 tackles, 10.5 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, 3 pass breakups, and 2 forced fumbles. This guy's got good feet and active hands, and he is strong as hell. Like, this is the type of guy you're looking for if you want a good run-defending defensive end. A 3-4 D end. He can slide in a 4-3 on third downs and be a pass-rushing defensive tackle. But this guy's great against the run. He's very patient and has excellent awareness. He reads the play. Tracks the ball really well in the backfield. His pass rush, he's got an awesome bull rush. That strength comes in handy, and with good feet, you can drive a guy backwards with an amazing lower body strength. Like I said, this guy is a run-defending defensive end with the capability to rush the passer because of his strength. He can just drive guys back. He would be higher, I'm sure, if he would have had a faster 40, look a little faster on tape. But you're looking for a 3-4 defensive end, this is your guy. He's going to shut that shit down, and he's going to take up offensive linemen. They're not just throwing him out the way like some skinny kid. Number 10, Donovan Izaruaku. Ruaku. Boston College, 6'2", 247, and ran a 4.62 40. That's good. That's linebacker tight end speed. He's got excellent feet and quick off the edge. He's got good balance, really good bend, and he knows how to use leverage. This guy's got long arms with an awesome reach. And when I'm talking about like reaching out a line, reaching out to tackle a guy, he knows how to use his length. Got good awareness, and he's a physical player. The only reason he's down here, because I think he's honestly going to play outside linebacker in a 3-4, just because of how quick he is off the edge and his length. He needs to get stronger if he wants to play defensive end full time, but he's capable of dropping down and being a pass rusher on certain downs. But I think more than likely he's going to end up playing outside linebacker. So last year he had 80 tackles, 20.5 tackles for loss, 16.5 sacks. That's awesome. You love to see that. Like I said, he can be a pass rusher. But coming off around the edge instead of having to fight off a left tackle would be nice for him. He also had a pass breakup and 3 forced fumbles. Like I said, he's got those long arms. He gets them up and he gets them active. Good player. Just like I said, I think he's going to play outside linebacker. So number 9, Jack Sawyer, Ohio State. 6'5", 260, and ran a 4.60 flat 40. Quick burst, downhill tackler, and a hard hitter. I mean, this guy's national champion. You see what he can do in the playoffs. He had a pick 6. He's got amazing play recognition, a good ability to peel off of a block and track down a runner. Good hips, good feet. They're not top tier, but they're damn good. And he knows how to use his length well. He's a longer player. He's excellent against the pass and the rush, and he can play outside linebacker. You've seen him drop into coverage and stuff in college, and it's possible that's what he'll end up playing, but I think he's going to be just fine as a defensive end if that's where they want to put him. You put this guy in a wide 9, 4-3, and let him work around the outside with a wide start, he could be dangerous. Last year, you had 59 tackles, 9 sacks, 1 interception, which I don't know if that counts. I could have swore he had 2 because I know he had 1 in the playoffs, but I think he had 1 in the regular season. But 6 pass breakups and 3 forced fumbles. So he's got active hands, man. Active hands. Damn good football player that is going to help any team that drafts him. Number 8, Kyle Kennard, South Carolina defensive end. 6'5", 254, runs a 4.76 40. Last year, he had 28 tackles, 15.5 tackles for loss. You love to see that. 11.5 sacks, double-digit sacks are always good. Had 1 pass breakup and 3 forced fumbles. This guy's long as hell. Another one of those long-ass players. Got a good initial punch. Bam, right to the chest of the lineman. Quick feet, loose hips with an excellent burst. He quick off the edge. I like it a lot. It's exciting to watch. He's got good play recognition. He gets his hands up when he knows he can't get there when he's getting blocked. But he creates pressure in the backfield. On the quarterback, on the lineman, on the running back. He is creating pressure on the players he's going against. He's a decent run defender. He could definitely improve. But he's a good improviser, man. He moves well and makes quick decisions on the move once the play starts. That's why he's the great improviser. That's what I wanted to call him when I was watching him. The only thing that I'll knock on him is he's 254, so he's not some huge 280, 290 guy. And he can get wrapped up at times if he gets into the chest of the lineman. But as long as he uses that length, they're not going to stand a chance against the way he moves. He's excellent at moving. So I like him a lot. Last year, like I said, he had 28 tackles and 15.5 tackles for loss. So he's good against the run, but he's definitely a hell of a pass rusher. And if he improves some of his moves, some of his technique, he's only going to be that much more dangerous coming off that edge. Number 7, I got this guy a little bit lower probably than some people. Mike Green out of Marshall, 6'4", 248, and runs a 4.57. You like all those numbers? The 248 I would like to be higher, but the 4.57 you love. Last year, he had 84 tackles, 22.5 tackles for loss, and 17 sacks. He also threw in 2 pass breakups and 3 forced fumbles. He's got active hands. This guy is a shifty pass rusher with good bend, and he fights through blocks well. He's got awesome speed, and he is slippery through the line. Good steps to get through quick. He tracks running backs great. He's good versus the run, and he hunts players from behind. He does got some shorter arms, and I think that matters more as a defensive end. I know we talk about it in O-line videos, but I think as a defensive end, you got to be able to keep – linemen are generally bigger than defensive ends. So you want to be able to punch them and keep them off of you. And with having shorter arms, that could be a concern with him. That's why I got him a little lower. And he is a play-action liability at times. Like I've seen it multiple times. He gets fooled by the play action. He does a good job of recognizing when it's a normal handoff and reacting to that. But he has gotten fooled too many times for me to say, oh, this guy is definitely a first-round pick. It's something he's going to prove in. You get with a coach knows how to show you how to watch tape or whatever, and you'll get better at it. The more you do, the more you see it, the more you recognize it, the better you're going to get at it. But I think this guy is going to be drafted around the end of the first, probably into the second. Does that mean that's where he's? That's where I think he should go. Does that mean that's where he's going to go? I don't know, because you could fall in love with 84 tackles and 17 sacks, 22 and a half. Like, this guy has clearly got the speed to get through. But in the NFL, there's not going to be as big of holes to be running through. I like that he's shifty. I like that he knows how to use his feet. I think he's dangerous. Like I said, I want him to put on 10, 15 pounds, get up to 260, 270, or 260, 265 in that range, and not lose that speed. And I don't think he's going to have to worry about those shorter arms on most plays. But when it comes against the run, you got to be able to hold position, and until you can figure out where the ball is going, then react to it. But other than that, man, this guy's a hell of a football player. I worry about the play action liability situation, because I don't want to draft you and not be able to start you because you can't play every down, because if they're going to fool you too often. I think this guy's going to be fine in the NFL. I think he's going to have a long career. I think you're going to see it start a little bit slower, just because how much is he going to be on the field when it comes to stuff like that. So we'll see what happens, but he's a damn good pass rusher. There ain't no doubt about that, and he's quick through the hole. So number 6, I got this guy higher than probably a lot of people. This is a guy I love, and I want to put him higher. In other years, he would be higher. I think the talent ahead of him is really, really good, and I couldn't force myself to put him up there just because I like him that much. But Jordan Burch out of Oregon, 6'6", 267, ran a 4.67 40, so that's good speed. Like, he's got an awesome speed and size combo. He's a big guy. He's up there to almost 270. He is powerful and ferocious. He's got a strong-ass stiff arm off the snap. Bam, hits that lineman in the chest, and then drives O-line back when he uses both arms with a bull rush. Like, he is strong as shit. He wraps up, and he does not let go as a tackler. He's an awesome pass rusher. He's got great awareness, play recognition. He knows how to set the edge against the run. And he's a hell of an athlete. He's an excellent athlete. He played running back and wide receiver in high school. Like, he's got awesome feet. But he missed 4 games last year, so you're always going to take those things into consideration. He had last year's stats. He had 31 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 8.5 sacks, and he missed 4 games. Like I said, he had 8.5 sacks and missed 4 games. 5 pass breakups. I just let you know. That's what I was talking about, the great awareness and play recognition. He's getting his hands up. He's not just letting shit happen in front of him. If he's not getting to the quarterback, he's going to interrupt his capability. He also had a forced one fumble last year. So, like I said, I'm in love with this guy. I turned on the tape. I was like, man, this guy should be a first-round pick, no doubt. Probably getting drafted in the second round, but I would take him anywhere from pick 20, 22 on, somewhere in that range. This is definitely a guy that someone like the Chargers could be looking at, the Vikings could be looking at. But if he makes it, I wanted Detroit to get in the second round. Like I said, I'm a Lions fan, but that was a dream that I don't think is ever going to come true. I think, if anything, we drop back into the second round from 28 or whatever it is and take him then. But I like this guy a lot, man. I think he's awesome. I think he should be into the first round pick. So move on. Number 5, James Pierce Jr. out of Tennessee. 6'5", 243, ran a 4.47 40. You want to talk about speed? That's speed for a defensive end. He had 38 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 7.5 sacks, 1 pass breakup, 1 forced fumble. So he's got decent hands. The thing I noticed most about this guy is he is slippery. Like I was talking about Mike Green and them, slippery. He's got a great speed rush. He just runs by people, man. He, like, literally just uses amazing footwork and his speed to just run around guys. And he doesn't have to get super deep to get around him. He's just that quick. Got quick hips and a relentless effort. He creates chaos with his speed. Everybody in the backfield and the offensive lineman he's going against. Another one of those guys, I said, creates chaos. He's got great change of direction. So once he gets going one way, sees the running back or the quarterback take off, bam, he shifts back like a basketball player doing a crossover. This guy's got just, like I said, just amazing speed. The only thing that he's got some character issues, his attitude. Apparently, I saw a thing that said he is the worst interview at the NFL Combine this year. I know he had a traffic stop or he got into it with the cops and stuff. I don't know all the details. I'm not going to pretend like I do. or that I was there and know what happened. The only thing I would like him to add 10 to 15 pounds, get up 255, 260, and keep that speed, because he ain't going to have any problem then. But even at 243, this guy can play ball. He has got, like I said, that speed to just run by people is amazing. And if it wasn't for these, like I know, like he's been ranked as high as 6 and 7 on boards overall, like for mock drafts. And if I have a question about character issues, I'm probably going to draft one of these other two guys. If I don't, if I could talk to this guy personally and see, what's going on, I might have him higher than the next two guys. But at the end of the day, I got him at 5 because I can't drop him any lower. Character issues or things or attitude, you can deal with stuff like that. You can work with a guy. Sometimes people just don't like the people that are around. Hopefully you get around a good team, get a team with some leadership. Like if this guy drops and he goes to a team like Pittsburgh, put him with TJ Watt and it's going to be amazing. But I don't think this guy should get out of the top 12 picks, honestly. Like he's really damn good. So number 4, Nick Scorton, Texas A&M defensive end, 6'4", 285, ran a 4.7 flat 40. Last year he had 37 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 2 pass breakups, and a forced fumble. Very active player. He's got an excellent play recognition, and this guy just doesn't quit. Got a motor that just keeps going. He's got multiple pass rush moves. He's not going to have to develop stuff like some of these other guys. He's got a full bag. He's amazing change of direction and a strong counter step. Just like I was talking about Pierce, he's like a basketball player when he changes direction, man. It's a crossover. I'm going this way. I'm just shifting. And that's what you want to see with pass rushers, especially if they start as a pass rusher and it ends up it's a little flip to a tight end or a screen guy or something. You got to change the direction. This guy's an excellent run defender. Really, really good against the run. He knows how to fight down the line, fight through traffic. Another guy with great speed and power combination, and he moves well. He moves fluid. I love the way this guy moves. Like I said, only had 5 sacks last year. Texas A&M had an awesome defensive line, and it's kind of like they just spread the wealth. This guy got it this play. This guy got it that play. This guy got it that play. I mean, they had a damn good defense. A bunch of players are getting drafted this year. Probably in the first 3 rounds total, they'll probably have 6 players drafted from that defense. 5 at least, maybe. But definitely some talent coming out of that school, and he's just one of those guys, along with his teammate, who's the next guy. Number 3, Shamar Stewart, Texas A&M defensive end. This guy is 6'6". The NFL.com has him rated 267. I seen things that had him rated as high as 290 and 300. He ran a 4.59, so he's probably closer to 270, and the school is probably the one putting out the 290 trying to scare people. But this guy is strong as hell, man. He's like a bull. Upper body, lower body strength, he's got it all. He is just powerful, and he moves with a purpose. Got a great first step off the snap with an awesome speed and power combination. Excellent awareness, gets his eyes on the ball and can track it well. And if he can't get there on the rush, he's going to get his hands up. Last year, he had 31 tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss, only 1.5 sacks, which really shocked me how good he looks on tape. But like I said, Texas A&M had a lot of good players, and they were spreading the wealth. 2 pass breakups and a forced fumble, but he gets his hands up. He might only got a couple passes deflected, but he gets his hands up often. And this guy is a shark in water, man. You go watch a great white shark float through the water. This is what he reminds me of. He's a violent player, and he's coming hunting. So there's no doubt. This guy would be the number 1 player off the board, defensive end off the board in other drafts. The only problem is there's 2 guys I got ranked ahead of him. So we'll get into those. Number 2, probably my favorite defensive end in this draft outside Abdul Carter. That's why I got him here. I like the way this guy plays regardless. I love Abdul Carter. He's got all the tools. I cannot. If he wasn't on this draft, this guy would be the number 1 pick. But Michael Williams out of Georgia, 6'5", 265, ran a 4.7 740. Last year he had 21 tackles, 8.5 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, and a pass breakup. This guy's he's still developing some things, but he's got an explosive first step and excellent footwork. Like excellent. Another guy that's just superior footwork. He's got a great punch and extension, just that stiff arm to the chest, man. Hold that O line back, and he knows how to use that length. He's a long player. He can stand the O lineman up and attacks once the weight shifts. Once he gets that guy jammed up and starts to change direction, if that guy loses his weight and shifts his weight, it's over for him because Michael Williams is just shifting back and changing directions. He's great at avoiding initial contact from an offensive lineman. And if a guy does get his hands on him, gets him blocked up, he still gets his hands up. He uses that length. This is a guy that can play end or or outside linebacker. I keep saying offensive linebacker. This is a guy that can play defensive end or outside linebacker in the NFL. I would put him at defensive end, but I won't be surprised if somebody's like, let me put this guy at outside linebacker. So, like I said, he's one of my favorite players in the draft, period. Number 1, Abdul Carter. No surprise. This guy's one hell of a player. Penn State defensive end, 6'3", 259, ran a 4.48 40. You love that. Last year he had 68 tackles, 23 and a half tackles for loss. That's a shit ton. 12 sacks, love double-digit sacks, 4 pass breakups, and 2 forced fumbles. This guy is active. He is explosive, fast, relentless, and has every move in the bag, man. Uses his quick first step to get offensive linemen off balance and then attacks it. Just like I was talking about with Michael Williams. He can sense when the weight shifts. When he gets that guy going one direction, bam, he's going the other direction. He's just attacking. His speed around the edge is elite. Elite, baby. Great feet. He keeps his balance even when he's pinned up, using that fucking up and under rip or using his arm to keep him out away from the lineman so he can get around the edge. He knows how to use that arm length. He is awesome against the run and the pass. He can drop into coverage. This guy can play damn near any position on a football field, if you ask me. Like, he is a special athlete, and there's no reason. Like, he's the number 1 player on the board. Travis Hunter is probably number 2. This guy is definitely number 1. It's not going to be surprising whoever takes. I think if he makes it past pick 2, people have lost their damn minds. Cam Ward's going to be number 1 pick because Tennessee really needs to replace Will Levis. Shador is not better than Abdul Carter. I would not draft him over him. Travis Hunter, Shador is not better than Travis Hunter. Shador is way down on my list, but that's a whole other ball game. Go watch the mock draft or the quarterback rankings. You'll see what I'm talking about. But Cleveland should be drafting Abdul Carter. If they don't, I think they're foolish as shit because to put him and Myles Garrett together, it's like a defensive coordinator's dream come true, man. It would be unbelievable. But even if he goes to the Giants, pairs up with Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau, this guy, he played linebacker before he switched to defensive end this last year. So it's not like he can't do it. And he definitely got the damn speed. But this guy, like I said, he's just a football player, man. He's going to be able to play any position he wants. You might be able to stick him in the backfield and let him run the ball a couple times. Definitely a damn good player, number 1 player on the board in the whole draft. So I don't think that's surprising anybody. Just wanted to give you my opinion on him and tell you what I thought about him while I was ranking him at number 1. A couple guys that didn't make the list that I really like still. I just don't know if they're going to make it into the second round just because of the amount of players at other positions that are going to get drafted. But Landon Jackson out of Arkansas, really good football player. Really good football player, man. Gets through the hole slippery. Like I said, getting through those holes is easy for him. Braden Swinson, another guy. JT Tuimoloau out of Ohio State. This is a guy I would love for the Lions to get in the 3rd round. I don't know. He might be in the end of the 2nd round. I don't know. But he's a damn good football player, and he's still got tons of room to grow. So, just a hell of a player. Ashton Galati, he's a hell of a run defender. You looking for a run defender at defensive end, possibly inside. You slide him inside in a 4-3, but he could definitely be a defensive end in a 3-4. Just damn good against the run. And another guy, last guy I really liked was David Walker. He is crazy. The only thing about him, he overruns plays. He's going to have to learn to control his speed, but just ridiculous athlete, man. Ridiculous. So, like I said, those are some guys that just missed the cut of being in here. I just wanted to give you the guys that mainly I think are going in the first 2 rounds, first 64 picks. I think all 12 of these guys should be gone by the end of the second round. And that doesn't mean they will. Doesn't mean they're going to go where I got them ranked, but it definitely means, in my opinion, all 12 of these guys should be gone off the board. So, other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good evening, afternoon, or morning, whatever time you're watching. Other than that, I'm out of here.